What up, fish tank people? John 3107-2000 here, bringing it to you on an update Wednesday. I'm going to change up my format a little tiny bit. Instead of bringing you piece by piece, I think I'm just going to do a full update because I really don't have too much to update other than the growth in the tank. Again, I want to give a shout out to the Worth family for the addition of Mr. Fish, who, of course, just swam up, so you can't see him. Just chilling, kind of catch him. But the Worth family, because he's been a great addition to this tank. There he is. Been a great addition to the tank. So I want to thank them again. Really, colors starting to really stand out, really looking nice. Loves to be in this tank, loves swimming with his buddies. It's great, I love it. Love having him here. So thank you again to the Worth family. As you can see, everything's getting nice and bright in here. And other than that, the biggest update out here, and I'll bring it to you. Ha ha ha! I don't know how much light I'm going to get on this, but there's the other 55 I've been talking about. It's all set up. Well, it's up on the bar. Everything's cleaned, minus the absolute tank itself. As you can see, I still have some gravel and sand I gotta get out of here. Little layer of water, not bad. There's a sponge filter all cleaned out, an aqua clear that's gonna run on it, all cleaned out, looking better than it did brand new. I'm gonna take this background off because I want as much light coming into this tank as possible. So I want the ambient light from the room around it to get in the tank as best it can. So the background's just going to kind of hurt that. And it kind of sucks because there's a step behind there where the two counters meet. So, I mean, the bottom is going to be kind of hidden anyway. I guess I don't care because once plants really start growing in here, it's going to be lost anyway. You're never going to see it. But I'll show you what I mean. If you come up into the kitchen, that's all going to be uncovered. So you can sit in the kitchen while you make some food and look in the fish tank. But I really want to get the ADA Amazonia soil for this. Which is going to run me for a 55 gallon about roughly $200. So it's going to be a minute before I can do that. And I'm going to be experimenting with different lights. I figure I have two 55s now, so I can try some different light scenarios. I can try some different fertilization. I doubt the CO2 is going to change much just because that's all I know. So I doubt that's going to change a whole heck of a lot, but yeah, I wanted to show it to you all empty and everything is starting to get cleaned out. I got to just rinse out the inside of the tank a couple times, get the rest of that substrate out of there. Then it's just a waiting game till I have enough money to buy the right substrate. I could get away with $60 worth of Eco Complete, which is less than 2 buckets, way less than 2 buckets of the Amazonia, but I have 2 tanks with Eco Complete already, and I don't want, it works great. I love Eco Complete. Eco Complete is great. I just want to try something different. I want a different look. I'm hoping to get a different, like, at best, I think my other tank is I think I have a high light with the 20 long and a low light with the 55. I'd like to make this a medium light right in between to see what else I can grow. But I mean, that's the major update to this week, is the fact that there she is, all cleaned out, all nice and done. I'm stoked. And that's kind of why I said I'm going to break format a little bit. Just because I've been so looking forward to getting this tank all clean and done so that I can, you know, have it ready. So as soon as I do have some money sitting around, I can put that soil in here and start going to town. I have to go down to Lowe's and buy the bulbs, the CFLs, to put in these. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to get. I'll make a video when I do, so that you guys can see what I'm using and how it's working. I plan to do updates just like I do on my other 55 and my 20 long, so that you guys can see firsthand what's going on, what works, what doesn't, so on and so forth. I'll get a real quick shot. This is a 50 Angel tank. Been running for years. These guys are finally getting huge. Nice, big, and healthy. He's a monster. I don't know how well I'll catch him. My bristlenose pleco. My dog's scratching herself, so sorry about the jingle in the background. But that's my full-size male. And somewhere in here, right in front, I believe that's a female non-albino bristlenose right there. And I just got her a few weeks ago, so it's not very big. Whoops, sorry. Didn't mean to scare you guys. But there's the angels. Kind of zoom out a little bit. Pull back. You can see the whole tank. I haven't shown this one in a long time. I was actually embarrassed for a long time because I couldn't get my FX5, my Fluval FX5 to run right. Something was jammed in the impeller and would make it shut off after like 20 minutes every single time. And I sprayed the hell out of it. Well, I really pulled things apart the other day and got it working. It's working flawlessly. It's all cleaned out. I separated the plants again because they'll actually grab them and move them. I tried to level off the sand, as you'll see. They pretty much have that down to the bare glass underneath there. I keep filling it in. They keep taking it out. There are baby convicts in here, and which actually South American fish, I know. Even though most of these are Malawi African cichlids, I know that they're not. But those two convicts have been in here since they were purchased years and years and years ago, and they live in here just fine with everybody else. There's also baby electric yellows. I believe that's the mom. I believe. I'm not sure because they all look identical, so I mean it's kind of hard to tell. Whoops, a little high. Sorry about that. But that's my African Malawi Cichlid Tank minus the two convicts. Most of you guys, if you followed my channel, have seen this tank before. This has a Fluval 405 on it that I took off and cleaned the living daylights out of. Plants are growing okay in here. They're not growing fantastic, but I didn't imagine that they would. When we first started this tank, salt was going in it, so we no longer put salt in it, but there was still salt in the water. It's coming out little by little, and it shocked the plants a little bit, but they're coming back. Some of them actually look really nice. Like, I don't know if you're going to catch the top of that, but some of them are actually looking really nice. So, And then again, my 55 planted, which is just growing like a monster. I've got the 2 CO2 reactors, one on each side. They're both 2-bottle systems. So at any time I have a little over a gallon of CO2 reactor going, the one side goes to the power head with a spray bar, which I'm happy to say I've been real lazy about doing. If you followed my other videos, you've seen that Aqua Clear 20 power head stuck on the front of the tank, and it was blowing 90% of the CO2 right into that Java moss in the back of the tank, which it doesn't need CO2. So I'm happy to say I finally stopped being lazy and switched it to the back, and now it's blowing straight down that log to the Anubis and everything else that actually needs the CO2. So I'm happy to report that that's where it should be. However, this side, and I don't know why these became popular at all. It might be easier if I come to this side, but yeah, these little air ladder things, yeah, they suck. I hate them. I don't like them. I don't like anything that doesn't push the water out. But I have, again, if you've been following my channel, you know I have a river tank right now. And that river tank is using everything I can put in it to make a current through it for the hill stream that's in there. So I didn't have the other power head that I want for that side. And I had that ladder sitting from some clearance CO2 garbage thing I bought for like $2 out of Country Max, and it had that in there, and I went, well, you know, they sold that as a product, it must work. Yeah, well, it sucks. I don't see how it disperses any CO2 other than the fact that it makes the bubbles stay in the water for a really long time. But it still releases a giant bubble at the top that just floats to the top and bursts. So you're losing 90% of your CO2 from that. I'll figure out something better, whether it's to take a clean cigarette butt and put it up in there, or up in the hose and let it disperse that way, or what. I'll figure out something. I really want a current on it. I may end up feeding it up the tube for my filter. I gotta think that's gotta work better than what it's doing now. So, but this video is running kind of long, so I'll hurry up and show my last tank. A little bit dirty, even though I just did a cleaning. This sand shows the dirt. And actually, this sand, if I may again, is pool filter sand. It's the only sand that I use because it's such a large grain of sand, and it's silica, which is basically, well, silica is like fake glass, really. There's nothing on it. When you wash it off, once you get it out of the bag and stuff, there's nothing that can stick to it. Nothing that's going to happen to your fish. It's heavy and big enough. I doubt I'll even get that clear on it, but it's big and heavy enough that it doesn't get sucked up into a power filter or anything else like that. I have a little bit of an algae breakout. I have a white, I believe it's a white finned or white tipped pleco in here that's currently dealing with it, although I do not see him at current. He's in here, so he's dealing with the situation, hopefully, and he'll be getting this algae problem gone. My little pea puffer. What's up, dude? What's up, guy? Bumblebee gobies. Got 5 of them. And here's somebody you guys should all know. Here's my glow light tetras that were in my other planted tank that came out to make room for the Sarpes. Fat Harlequin. Brass boa. Another bumblebee trying to get on film. Some cherry barbs in here. There's also coolie loaches, horse-faced loaches. Some of my personal favorites, banjo shrimp, wow, banjo catfish. I have 3 of them in here. been in here for 4 years. Oh, there he is. There's the third guy back there. Oh, there, and there's my, I don't know if I'm going to catch it. There's my white-tipped, or frosted, or whatever the hell he's called. The very tips of his fins, I don't know if this video is going to catch it. The very tips of his fins are white. The rest of them is all that dark brown that almost all plecos are. But over 15 minutes, so it's going to take me all day to upload this, but I wanted to run around my tank room real quick, give you guys an update, tell you how stoked I was that I have the other 55 sitting where it's going to be sitting and pretty much empty. The tank itself needs to be cleaned. The last bit of water sucked out, the last bit of substrate thrown away or recycled or whatever the hell I'm going to do with it. And yep, and then just get the new substrate and go to town with that one. So I'm really excited. I'm not real sure when I'm going to have an extra 200 bucks to buy the substrate that I want, but I'll figure it out pretty quick here. Also, last quick thing, I'm sorry this is going really long, I apologize. One quick thing I do want to add, I have a Facebook page where all these plants, I sell all my trimmings. Try and do as cheap as I can. I'm trying to stick to the Rochester, New York area temporarily until I can figure out the best way to ship this stuff. And then I'll be shipping it. I don't have like neighbors or anything that want to take it, so the only thing I can think is to sell it cheap to other plant nuts who might not, you know, have a specific plant or need more of a specific plant or what have you. I'm on Facebook. Aquarium Plant and Fish. If you know how to ship and the correct way to ship plants, shoot me a comment, a direct message, whatever you want. Again, it's Facebook, Aquarium Plant and Fish. That's my little Facebook page. Again, I'm also selling some of the live bears that you're seeing, because obviously if you can see in there, you can see I have a zillion babies. So I'll sell the live bears, but I'm definitely not shipping them yet. So the plants are a little bit easier. I can probably get away with it with minor hassle and get you my plants while they're still living and in decent condition and all that happiness. However, I'm not so sure I can do that with the fish, and I'm not willing to kill fish to experiment. So, yeah, go to Aquarium Plant and Fish. Throw me a like over there if you would. Comment, rate, subscribe over here. That would be awesome. This is really long. I'm sorry. Hope you guys enjoyed the walk around my room. Like I said, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you got any information, feel free to share. I love it. Hope you guys are rocking it out there. Hope you're having a good day. Talk to you later from the 20 long. Have a good one, peeps.